What's good everyone, it's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. For today's video, we are going to talk about the recently leaked Nike LeBron 22, which he did debut for Team USA. So without further ado, let's talk about LeBron's newest signature shoe. Alright, so as you can see right here, I do have the Nike LeBron 20 in the Miami Heat colorway, and then the Abalone Pearl LeBron 21. So with LeBron's new shoe, as you can see on the side panel, that big oversized swoosh is definitely reminiscent of the swoosh on the Nike Freak series for Giannis. I'm not a huge fan of the overall aesthetics of the Nike LeBron 22, but as far as the aesthetics go thus far, they are very underwhelming. Underneath that big swoosh, you have a smaller one, and then at the back of the shoe, they have an oversized signature Nike. Now for me, the pinnacle of his line was the Nike LeBron 20. You kind of got this fly knit upper on this shoe. You got the double swoosh on the lateral side, the 3M swoosh on the medial side. You did get that really nice material on the collar from the Air Zoom generation. You had a full-length Cushlon midsole, a heel Zoom airbag, and a forefoot Zoom airbag. Now the cushioning was basically the same on the Nike LeBron 21s, with that Cushlon midsole and then the large, I think it was 13 or 14 millimeter Zoom airbag in the back, and then that Zoom turbo bag up front. So it's a very plush ride on the LeBron 20s and the 21s. Now keep in mind, both of these shoes did retail for $200 USD. I do believe the retail price for the LeBron 22s is actually going down to $180 or $190. I'll throw it up on the screen for confirmation, but overall I do think they are lower in the price because I know the 21s just did not sell well in like 95% of the colorways. You can actually grab the 21s right now on sale for under $100 on Nike.com. As far as the overall comfort of both of these shoes, again, I do prefer the Nike LeBron 20s because the materials are just very minimalistic and they break in so quickly. On the 21s, they did decide to go with raw materials, you know, leathers, suedes, kind of like this patent leather finish on this Abalone Pearl colorway. And it looks like they're sticking with that on the 22s. For me, it is disappointing because I do like the knit materials with some leather or suede. Is just a lightweight, breathable look on the 20s. 21s did take some time to break in, and they're absolute hot boxes on foot. And I do think the Nike LeBron 22s are going to be more of the same unless they do change up the material usage. Now for the 20s, I really liked the carbon fiber midfoot shank plate. The 21s had that TPU midfoot shank plate, which didn't offer a ton of torsional rigidity. Now on the 22s, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be more or less the same as the 21s. They look very reminiscent shape-wise as the Nike LeBron 21s. So sound off in the comments what you guys think of the Nike LeBron 22s and what you guys are expecting from the lineup moving forward. I do think the 20s, for me, they are just the absolute pinnacle of his line. Like there's so many favorites on the Nike LeBron line, you know, the 8s, the 9s, the 11s, the 15s. The Air Zoom generation, his first shoe was fantastic. It was designed by Tinker Hatfield, Eric Avar, and Aaron Cooper. So that shoe was kind of like the triple threat with all of those designers on it. But I know Jason Petrie has been designing his shoe for some time, and the Nike LeBron series is kind of the pinnacle of their line as far as performance and price tag being the most expensive shoe in their lineup. And I do think they could work on that. I think $150 to $160 for his signature shoe line would be the sweet spot where they would sell very well at that price. But at $200, like I just don't know of many people that want to shell out $200 for a basketball shoe with tax like $220. You know, the Nike Sabrina is absolutely killing it at that $130 price point with the Cushlon midsole and the Zoom airbag up front. Not a lot of people care or want a ton of cushioning at the back of the shoe because a lot of hoopers play on their forefoots. For me, being an older hooper in my mid-30s now, I prefer the Zoom Air at the back and the front, or just full length. I would love to see a full-length Zoom Air setup on the Nike LeBron. Maybe a Zoom Strobel setup with that Cushlon midsole, but it seems to me like they'll probably be sticking with the heel and forefoot Zoom Air setup, which I'm not mad at because once they break in, they're very nice. The traction on both of these models is very good. The translucent pair does take some time to break in and it collects a ton of dust. Whereas on the 20s, it was basically a perfect setup. I'm hoping they stick with more solid rubber outsoles on the 22s, because the translucent outsoles, in my opinion, from Nike just collect a ton of dust and do wear down pretty quickly over time. But I did want to talk very briefly on the Nike LeBron 22s and what you guys are expecting and hoping for in his lineup moving forward. The aesthetics aren't my favorite. I think some colorways will make or break that shoe and the overall material usage. But sound off in the comments what you guys think of the Nike LeBron 22 this far, and out of the three models, the 20, the 21, and the 22s, what are your favorite aesthetically? Again, for me, no doubt it is the Nike LeBron 20. I would say the 21s come in a pretty distant second, and then the 22s are definitely kind of way off. Once I get them in hand, they may change my mind. But so far, I'm not a huge fan of the aesthetics. But sound off in the comments what you guys think of the Nike LeBron 22s, and if you're hoping to grab a pair once they release in fall 2024. Like I said, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that definitely helps the channel a ton. And check out my Instagram over at Sneaker Tech Talk, as it is an extension of my YouTube channel with all my pickups, basketball footage, and nostalgia as a whole. As always, thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, peace.